Hello, hello. Welcome back. New week. Yeah, this is a test stream today. With a higher resolution. Hopefully the quality of the stream is now getting a bit better. Yeah, today no GT3 car comparison for the first time in 8 weeks. Yeah, I don't own the tracks this week's GT Sprint Series. That's why I'm racing something different. But I think it's a good opportunity to try something else again than GT3 racing. And this week, I thought we're gonna check out the IMSA racing series again because they're going to Daytona. But of course, I won't be able to do any races in a GT3 car because there's no Audi in IMSA. I will race in the GTP series, the prototypes, and I own two prototype cars, the Beamer and the Acura. So my quest is today to find out which car I will use this week and also try to get up to pace. That's really, they're quite a bit different to drive, so I don't know how fast I can get. And there's also Porsche Cup this week, which is going to Hockenheim. I'm not sure, but I might be also doing some Porsche Cup racing again. Haven't raced Porsche Cup in a long time. And yeah, maybe this week and next week is perfect for some P-Cup as well. Yeah, because in GT Sprint, there is Indianapolis and St. Petersburg coming up, and I do not own both of these tracks, even though Indianapolis, it's still up for debate. Maybe I get it sometimes. Hey, Psychomamba! Welcome. Yeah, now, now you can see how old I am. Hope you had a nice weekend. And yeah, St. Petersburg, I won't get that track, so the next GT3 car comparison will be on in 2 weeks again for the Red Bull Ring, my home track, and then for Suzuka as well. Oh, not a nice weekend. What happened? Hope everything is still safe. Or did you do some endurance racing? Yeah. Let's get going with some IMSA practice at Daytona. Let me check the track conditions real quick. So we will have the same as the setup builders. No, the internet shut down of the co-driver. And at the race, we're top 5. Oh, I can understand. That hurts a lot. Especially in the last 10 minutes. Oh, God. Yeah, especially on a track like Nordschleife, on other tracks, when you start to lose, like, get the notification, okay, I have packet loss, sometimes it's still possible to get into the pits and do a driver swap. But at Nordschleife, that must be bitter. Oh, yeah. So it was a DNF in the end after 3 hours and 50 minutes. Hey, Robin, welcome back. I'm doing great. I hope you're also doing good as well. Yeah, it's good to be back. Had a good weekend full of work, but now back to streaming finally. And no GT3 racing this week. So let's see. Okay. So it was really abrupt with no like packet loss notification before that. Oh god, okay. Okay. That's unfortunate. Hey Nora. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I do some LMU racing. Any tips for somebody doing his first endurance race this weekend? 12 hours of Barcelona in the GT4. I mean, Psycho Mamba here probably has good tips. He doesn't see chat. Yeah. I mean, stuff like this can happen every time, but it's still unfortunate. Like when something outside of the sim happens, also when like Wheelbase disconnects or internet. I also had this happen in the past. And it's super annoying for like to let your body down. At least I always felt this way when I still had time for endurance racing. There we go. There you got the good answer, Robin. Yeah, that's always the thing. Just try to make less mistakes as the others do. And the longer the race, the more mistakes they will make. I still remember my first endurance race was also a 12-hour race. And it was at Sebring. And we ended up in P7, even though I just started iRacing and I had no pace whatsoever, but we were training a lot and also had the car under control. And also, of course, you always have to be a bit lucky with like overtakes and you don't be involved in a crash. But yeah, we were really happy with our P7 in our first endurance race ever. Let's go. Let me just double check the track conditions. Okay, 29 degrees air temperature and humidity 72%. Okay, so oh my god, it will be really, really hot. 72% humidity, and as always, track state 50%. And also a strong wind from the east. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I'll start with the Acura. This car, I really did a full season in the Acura GTP. I really enjoyed this back in the day when the prototype still had the old tire model and these cars were just rockets. What noise do you hate so much? Acura off throttle. Now let's see. I haven't driven this car in a while. So I just checked Sambo lap guide before I started the stream, and they are doing 134s apparently. So let's see. Let's try out the eSport setup first, and here we go. But it has like a cool turbo pop-off noise, right? This sound, you hate this one? I think it's cool. Like blow-off valve. I guess it is a blow-off valve. Aw. Okay, yeah, maybe 6 hours straight is a bit much. You're right. Oh yeah. This car, I just like it. I still can feel again why I bought it back in the day. Because the first GTP I ever bought was the BMW. But this always felt a bit stiff and like it locked up so early under braking. And when I saw that the Acura was coming out, I instantly got it. Even though a lot of people said that it's more a twitchy car, I still like to drive it a lot actually. And of course, it's always depending on the setup. Hey, Mr. Sion, welcome back. Yeah, I've seen the Toyota GR GT3 already on Instagram. This car looks so nice. Oh, lock up. Cold tires. Yeah, I can't wait for the new Toyota to be implemented in iRacing, hopefully soon. I don't know when they will bring it. Oh yeah. You love the Ferrari, Mr. Sion? I have tried it in demo drive, and I must say, I don't know, the setup I had for it felt a bit weird for the Ferrari. But I guess with these cars, the setups can also vary a lot more because you can adjust a lot more stuff and everybody has a bit of a different philosophy, I guess. The Valkyrie is coming to iRacing? Where have you seen that? That sounds like a nice rumor, but still a rumor. Oh yeah, the Acura. It's now my second lap and the car starts to feel already pretty planted. Where can I check my tire temps? Is there no different dash page? Also, approaching turn 1 from the outside is a thing I'm not usually doing. It's signed and in development. Oh, nice. The Valkyrie. Oh yeah, great addition. Is the Valkyrie also racing in IMSA then? Hey Indy, welcome back. Oh, instantly makes me miss the corner. No!
Looks like your car is towed.
Oh no, okay. Hey Indy, hey Ghost Guns, welcome back. Both of you. Hope you had a nice weekend. This week I thought I throw myself into the Daytona madness, but not in GT3, of course. All good, all good. Because I do not own the next 2 upcoming tracks in GT Sprint. I thought, hey, let's give GTP another try, and I might be also doing some Porsche Cup again this week. Maybe on Thursday, we'll see how the week goes. Ah, the Valkyrie is racing in IMSA already, okay. Yeah, cool. I think it's nice that they also have like different approaches for prototype cars without the whole battery stuff. What? You... Oh, so... Oh no, you got taken out. E34. A back marker took you out? How did that happen? Did he not leave it a space? I always have to leave it a space. Ah! You're also trying Porsche Cup. Yeah, I'm still not 100% convinced I'm doing it. But if I change some stuff around in the wheelbase settings, Porsche Cup car feels fine. Oh no. What a horrible end to an endurance race. Hey Simon, no. This week and also next week there will be no GT3 comparison. Because I don't own Indianapolis and also Indianapolis. And also I don't own St. Petersburg. But GT3 car comparison will be back for my home track, Red Bull Ring and Suzuka. Servus, Heditate, welcome in. Okay, okay. Ah, Phillip Island in the LMP3. I don't own this track either. Yes, I'm from Austria. That's why the whole... I have so many Arnold stuff in my Twitch alerts. I mean, Phillip Island is also still on the list of tracks I might want to get. Also Indianapolis. But maybe I will get Indy when the new IndyCar is coming out. I saw that there will be a new one coming in 2028, right? No, all good. Barber took a different approach to my to my hair this time. It's fine. Not always the same, even though I have pictures that I show them, but yes, I will do some IMSA racing, but in the prototype category, no GT3, because I want to stay true to my challenge that I only race the Audi in GT3, and the Audi isn't available to race in IMSA. That's why I will go for prototypes. I might also want to try the MP2 again. Ah, you're... Oh, MDL Racing. Thank you for the raid, man. Really appreciate that. Welcome in, raiders. Hope you had a nice stream. I just started more training here at Daytona for this week's IMSA races. Ah, you did everything right. Yeah, I also really started to love the Audi a lot. But yeah, this week GTP and also Porsche Cup for me, so hesitate. Maybe we see each other on track. I'll later do also some Porsche Cup training at Hockenheim. BMW GT3 or the BMW prototype. Which one do you mean, Simon? Ah, okay. You were still at Le Mans. Oh, I hope in a McLaren. Hey, thank you for the raid again. Ah, GTP. It really always depends on the setup. I will try the BMW after I finished my run with the Acura. Just want to get warmed up, that's why I'm doing a few more laps with this car. I always liked the BMW prototype, but when it came out it was a bit stiff at times. Like it felt a bit understeery. Also was prone to locking up the brakes a bit earlier than the other prototypes. But I think that's more down to setup than anything else. Because also, like, a lot of people say that the Acura is twitchy, but with the setup I'm running now from Go Setups, it's actually quite stable, and it's the esports setup, so it should be twitchy. Oh. Ah, but it's still good that you finished the race with some suspension damage as well. A lot of people who just like get out of the race and then you lose a lot more. What's the best GTP? Pooh, that's not really an easy answer. And I think everybody you will ask will give you a different answer to that question. I'm thinking of maybe next season doing a full GTP season, but I still leave that open. Ah, TCR. And you got a win. Congrats to that. I did a TCR season last season when the new Audi came out. I really enjoyed it, but it was a bit sad that in the normal TCR sprint races that not that many people are signing up, especially during the week when I have time to stream and race. Yeah, it's a good approach, MDL racing. Of course, it's annoying when you know you have damage, but it's still good to finish the race and then maybe still get some freebies from people that are really dropping out. Yes, I have tried Limo Ultimate. Occasionally I do some races in LMU as well, but I don't do LMU as serious as iRacing, so just sometimes if I feel like it, I'll turn on some LMU and do some races there. Okay. Okay, the traction out of these slow corners is really good in the Acura. We'll see how this will be in the Beamer. Oh. Here maybe first gear is better. Last week I raced the LMP2 car at Fuji. I think it might be also worth a try. I'm pretty sure here a lot more LMP2s will show up. Oh, that was too late. It still worked. A good lap time for the GT3 around here. Phew, I really haven't checked the lap times of the GT3 cars, honestly. Top speed is 318, 319. There we go. I have to say the Acura feels already pretty good. Let's see how the Beamer compares to that after this. Of course, everything will be a bit trickier when there are different car classes on the track. But I hope I still won't be losing too much time managing traffic. I don't have that much experience with that, because I'm usually only racing GT Sprint series. Yeah, it could be even hotter. But I dialed in the track conditions from the setup builders. So that the lap times are comparable at least. Still going to be a 136. Hello. 136 flat. Oh yeah, okay. I also already was thinking about getting the Cadillac. It just sounds so nice. But then at the same time, I'm not sure how much prototype racing I will do. Okay. Lost the rear here. Yeah, they're definitely a lot trickier to drive. I also still might try LMP2 again. I really enjoy the LMP2 car. Time to switch to GTP, I don't know. Honestly, I enjoy racing the Audi so much. I also have thought of maybe doing some some of the GT3 regionals this week, because you can also race the Audi there. But the tracks are a bit meh. We'll see, we'll see. January special event? You mean Daytona 24-hour race? Oh, that was a good turn one, and I messed up the exit big time. For the Europeans, it's Manicure. I mean, I don't mind Manicure, but I don't think it's very popular. For Asia Pacific, it's Tsukuba. Tsukuba is a nice track, but I think it's too small for GT3 racing. And for the US regionals, I don't know what track they have this week. But I think I don't own it, so that's why. Here it always gets a bit loose. Yeah, true. Two tenths away from the top split drivers. Nice. Yeah, that's fast. The T Le Mans is Road Atlanta, right? It's the season closer for IMSA. Come on, give me that 135. I know it still won't be fast enough, but... Ah, I'm too late. Okay, let's reset. Come on! Let's try the inside again. I'm always losing a lot on the exit. Let's try again. Outside again. I was a bit too hesitant on throttle application, I guess. Ah, Mid-Ohio. Ah, that's also actually a great track, but that I don't own. I want to get Mid-Ohio at some point. But it's also one of the tracks that are not so popular. Okay, one more try, then we switch over to the Beamer. Or should I get the Cadillac right away? Hey, Mushroom Hater! Welcome in! Danke, danke. Yeah, thanks to you all. So everyone is here and is subscribed to my channel on YouTube. Thank you guys, really. I really appreciate that. And yeah, to anyone who hasn't seen my post on YouTube, yesterday we reached 1,000 subscribers, and yeah, I'm still so thankful, guys. Thank you all, especially to all the OGs and of course to everyone who is new. Hey, Junkerson! Yes, GTP this week. I mean, maybe GTP or maybe LMP2, but no GT3 racing. The Ferrari is the way. I don't know. Multiclass at Mid-Ohio. Yeah, honestly, I only have ever raced Mid-Ohio in race room because there I own the track. Sure. I always will, Robin. Ah, too much. Okay, I think 136 flat for the Acura. Ay. Hey Vibe, welcome. Nice to see you back. Hope you had a nice weekend, Vibe. I think the Acura, I mean, there's a reason why I bought it back then. I really like this car. It can feel twitchy, but I like that it's a bit easier on throttle application because the car has a big turbo lag out of slow corners. You had a crazy NEC race. What happened, Vibe? And I also like the handling of the Acura a lot. So my best lap was a 136.021. Let's write this down in my big comparison sheet. Where are we? Hello. 1:36.021. And the feel was, yeah, light. Light and nimble. Okay, let's go over to the Beamer. You're thinking about learning GTP? Yeah, me too. I also have no clue how to drive these cars. I mean, I have seen some videos, but still, it is a whole different game than GT3 racing. You crashed in lap 3, but then came back, last 2 laps battle for the lead, and you won. Wow, that's really a crazy NEC race. So you got no damage that you took away from your crash? That's good to hear. Indianapolis right after Daytona. Yeah, me too. Red Bull Ring, especially since they updated the off tracks, I still have to learn a lot at my home track. Got a coaching session from Dario for he does also GTP coaching. Yeah, sometimes you can break. Ah, there's a quick repair? Ah, I didn't know that. But yeah, makes sense in NEC. 1.5 seconds. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that sounds like it was fun. Hey Davito, welcome back. Hope you had a great weekend as well. BMW. Let's see. Maybe I should get the Cadillac as well, just for the sound. Yes, I got a haircut. An Ivan Drago haircut. I don't know, it always is a bit different, but it's fine for me. I'm not that. Eager to always look the same. Indianapolis? MotoGP race is racing at Indianapolis? Really? Ah, your home track. Yeah. Those races always were great. I watched them in TV all the time. Yeah, but you have your home track and your home name track. So you have two. Yeah, this week there might be also some Porsche Cup racing, Heditate and Davito. Maybe we see each other on track. I think Heditate said already that he might do some Porsche Cup. Ah, you have been there? Nice. And for a long time, this was the closest race, a MotoGP race to Austria, because there was no race at the Red Bull Ring back then. Because before it was owned by Red Bull, it was sort of like they had trouble keeping it up, like with safety regulations and stuff. You're not a pickup guy at all? Okay. Yeah, me neither. But this week I have to try it, I guess. Let's see. You started playing Need for Speed Pro Street. Hey, Batman, another sweaty comparison. Yeah, but this time only 2 cars. Or maybe 3. I don't know. I don't own the upcoming tracks in the GT Sprint Series, so I had to think of a substitute, and I think I found it in GTP or maybe LMP2, because I really love Daytona and everybody will race Daytona. And maybe some Porsche Cup as well. So let's give the Beamer a go. Porsche Cup is in Rainmaster as well? Oh no, I want to do Hockenheim, not Nordschleife. I mean, I have raced Hockenheim recently, but I think it's a track that I have decent pace and it's good to get back into a Porsche Cup. Or it's a good track for that. I haven't checked MDL. Ringmeister is LMP3. I'm not doing Ringmeister. Ah, okay. Ooh. Yeah, honestly, I haven't raced the new Cup car that much already. That seems like for content. No, No. I'm not one of these. I still want to have fun racing. And being super slow on the Nordschleife is not fun. Trust me, I've tried it. But maybe in the future some GT3 racing at Nords. I feel confident enough since I learned the track. Yeah, some people don't like the engine sound of the Beamer because it always... Who said it? It always sounds like you have some silverware on your passenger seat. It's like shaking a bit. I don't mind it. Of course, the best sounding prototype is still the Cadillac. Yeah, Patman, I'm thinking of either doing GTP at Daytona or LMP2 at Daytona. And then some Porsche Cup as well. But Porsche Cup maybe on Thursday. I really enjoyed LMP2 last week in Fuji, but it wasn't really that popular, so I had not that much competition. So here it would be also viable to race the LMP2 car again, I'm pretty sure of that. Really? The Toyotas were as fast as the BMWs? Total chaos. Oh yeah, the Beamer definitely feels like it has a lot more torque than the Acura. But I've turned up the TC a bit, one click, so it should be fine. Left front end feels a bit more stable in the Beamer, but the rear feels like it wants to snap when you're applying too much throttle out of the corner. Bottom split bandit on PCC. I have to check that out. Some bottom split videos are always fun. Sometimes it feels like, okay, I've also seen this in top split already, but yeah. Hey, back with simracer. Snap is probably the turbo lag. Yeah, maybe, but in the Acura, which the Acura has also turbo, the Acura feels way smoother, like it has way less torque, or... Yeah, the Caddy is the only naturally aspirated GTP, right, so far. I mean, when we get the Aston Martin, the Valkyrie is also, I guess, naturally aspirated and does not even has hybrid. That's the best thing. Oh my god. I mean, in terms of fear level, the Beamer is definitely up a bit higher than the Acura. I felt a lot safer driving the Acura. But let's see what the lap time says. Ah, okay. Acura has a twin turbo, 2-stage. Sounds... Sounds reasonable, yes. The Rada should get the Lexus GT3. Turn off TC and ABS. I mean, the GTPs don't have ABS, so that's already one thing. But I think in iRacing in general, you feel pretty good how much grip you have left on cars without ABS. But just the throttle application is a lot different than in GT3. I watched a video earlier of Sambo's lap here. And he went up to immediately like 50 or 40% throttle on corner exit. But then gradually increased. And that's something that I'm not really used to coming from GT3 racing. Because in most GT3 cars you just jump instantly to 60-70% throttle on exit, and as soon as the car is pointing straight, you just floor it. Honestly, I really like driving cars without ABS. In iRacing. Because, hey, Real Phil, welcome back. All good, all good. The Acura felt really good. Ah, both are twin turbo. The Acura is a V6. Maybe that's why car feels so much smoother on corner exits. But now I feel also fine in the Beamer. Ooh. But 36 flat. Let's see. What? 26? No, 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 no. Do I have written that? Oh yeah, that was completely wrong. Didn't want to make myself 10 seconds faster, really. So now it's corrected. Sorry, that was a typo. Hey, yo, Echo Velocity Racing, welcome in. You have heard both cars already IRL backwards? Nice. I haven't been to an IMSA race, but I want to at some point. I'm sorry, it was just a typo. Hey, likewise. Good to see you back, Echo Velocity Racer. Also to you, big thanks for hitting the YouTube milestone. Thank you to all of you, really. Really means a lot that you guys like my videos. Being smooth on throttle application, that's still a thing I need to learn here. Hey, thank you for the follow. Not Cryptics. Welcome in. Oh, I won't stop. Mushroom Hater, I'm having so much fun. Having a break from the R8? Yes. This week and next week I'm not racing the GT Sprint Series because I don't own the tracks. So it's a good break, but I will be back in the Audi for the last 2 races of the series at the Red Bull Ring and then Suzuka as well. Oh, okay, do I have damage now? Okay. Ah, you started the iRacing journey, great. Welcome in to the best sim out there. Any advice? Pooh, there is a lot. I don't know. Try to have fun. It's pretty easy to progress in iRacing. Just try to have safe races and don't try to race the other cars too much in the beginning, because they will make mistakes. And if you're the one car who doesn't or make less mistakes, you will get good results. I can assure you that. And what I'm also how to say it? What I also can say is, like, don't try to progress too fast. Of course, everybody at some point wants to get into IMSA or GT3 racing, but also the slower car classes are a lot of fun and they teach you a lot of valuable racecraft. You like the Ford GT3 and M4? Are they good in the sim? Yes, they are. The Ford GT3 is still the best car in the GT3 fixed. But I think it will be adjusted. At least before the next season, I hope. I mean, the Mustang is so OP in the fixed. They have to do something. In the open setup races, it's also really good. But in open setup, there are a lot more GT3 cars that are viable to race. Yeah, that's the right thing to do, in my opinion. Eco Velocity. Just try to stay as safe as possible and try to make less mistakes than the others, and then you will gain not only safety rating that you need anyway for progressing through your licenses, but also iRating. What about the McLaren? The McLaren is also a really nice GT3 car. It drives a lot different than the Ford and the Beamer because it's mid-engined, but I really like the front end of the McLaren. The McLaren feels really direct in terms of steering. And I don't know, on tracks like Brands Hatch that are really flowy and so I really enjoy the McLaren. And it also was the fastest car last week or this week at Le Mans. But BOP always changes. I would advise you just get the car that you like to drive, try them out in demo drive. There you can try out all the cars for free when demo drive is available. And then just get the one that you like to drive, that you feel like connected with and really enjoy doing laps. Get this car. Don't focus too much on getting the meta car, because the meta always changes and the cars will get nerfed or patched throughout the season. But to be really honest, meta car mostly only matters in top split. If you feel good in a different car, you can be also competitive. You just want to rip around Nürburgring? Yeah, you can do that. You can do Ringmaster, you can do NEC on the weekends. F1 car on a dirt oval track. Hey, Esme! Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Where you get this crazy light from? Which one? Ah, you mean this one? Ah, it's from Amazon. It's an LED matrix. Right now I only have the iRacing logo on it, but I'm planning on programming it so I can have like iRacing live data. Ah, pretty good. I was working throughout the weekend and yeah, now I'm back for some Daytona action this week. What will you be racing? Yeah, this week I thought I'd try to do some prototype racing and maybe also some Porsche Cup. So no GT3 racing for me this week. Ah, so maybe we'll see each other on track when you're in the GT3. I'm not sure yet if I should go with the GTP or the LMP2. But I can't do any GT3 here because there's no Audi in IMSA. And for this season I only can race the Audi because of my self-made challenge. Of course. When it comes to traffic management, I'm usually a gentleman driver, really, because I have seen both sides a lot. I've been in a GT3 and get punted by a prototype, and I've been in a prototype who got punted by a GT3. However, this can happen, but yeah. So I'm usually the guy who loses a lot of time in traffic management. But I also think in the GTP it's a lot easier to manage traffic than in the LMP2. Because the LMP2 is really not that much faster, especially on slower sections of a track, than a GT3 car. Because the LMP2 has no torque. And there it's a lot more difficult, I would say, to lap GT3 cars properly, because, I don't know, most of them think, okay, you're also in a prototype, you have to get away fast, but that's not really the case in an LMP2 car. You're welcome, Cryptics. Always happy if I can help someone out. Hey, Tuantran, welcome. No GT3 test this week. This week and next week there will be no GT3 comparison. I'm sorry, but I don't have the tracks on GT Sprint. The GT3 comparison will be back for my home track, Red Bull Ring, and for the last race of the season at Suzuka. But for this week and for next week, I'll be actually racing something different, because I think it's like a good opportunity to switch it up a little bit and try something else again. I also want to try Porsche Cup again. Indy is like reverse Daytona, yeah, true. But I think Indianapolis is even flatter, right? In Daytona here, the corners in the infield still have some camber. Oh, 37 degrees in Holland. Yeah, also in Austria, it's super crazy right now. It's even in the night, it doesn't even cool down anymore. You have food, Biz? Oh, 38 degrees. But the funny thing is, last week the landlord came by of this flat, and he came in and even said, "Hey, what about, do you think getting an AC here?" And I said, "Yeah, I was looking on the mobile ACs units, but they were all sold out, of course." And he said, "Yeah, no, yeah, let's talk." He would be open to install a permanent one. So it was actually a nice coincidence that he made a surprise visit and felt it himself how hot it is. Yeah, I guess he will not pay it, or at least not everything, but still in Austria you have to ask your landlord if you want to install a permanent AC in your flat. I guess it's in all of the EU the same. But yeah. You're racing in VR, Tuantran? Yeah, that's the only real downside I feel with VR. I tried the MetaQuest 3 goggles in iRacing, and after 2 hours it was just, I was sweating so much underneath that thing. It was, oh, that was way too slow. Yeah, what I have researched is that in Austria the homeowner has the last word if you can buy a permanent AC. A mobile AC unit is fine, but a AC that's mounted to the wall, he has to say yes or no. It looks like I will be 2/10 slower in the Beamer. Now I feel the itch to get the Cadillac as well. 36.2. But first I wanna start with the LMP2 car. Do some laps. Maybe the LMP2 is much more fun. 36.2. The combi sets that you can temporarily hang outside. Yeah. But I really had a big relief when he said by himself, hey, what about installing a permanent one? It was really good from him. Really nice. Yes. I run on Samsung Odyssey OLED G9. I've made a video about that last week. Or, no, 2 days ago. And in there, I'm explain my whole journey, how I got to this monitor. Would you ever go triples? If I have the space, maybe. And the money for a graphics card, maybe. Because triple screen monitors are not more expensive than an ultrawide. Buy the caddy. Hey Kyle. Yeah, it's itching. It's really itching. But the whole thing that you like, I don't have a stream PC or anything. My PC runs the game and the stream and everything else. I don't have a second PC, and I also don't have the money to get a 5090, honestly. If money wouldn't be a problem, of course the flat is also too narrow. If you have seen the video, you have a 5080. Yeah, I mean now it's too expensive anyway, but when the 5080s were down to normal price, I still think they are too damn expensive for what they can. I've bought a 5070 Ti just because like my 1080 Ti started to struggle a bit with stream and iRacing at the same time. But honestly, like the 50 series, it's way too expensive for what it delivers, especially with only 16 gigs of RAM. What are you running, Tuantran? I mean, if I wouldn't be streaming, my 1080 Ti would be totally fine still for the ultrawide and iRacing. Oh, a 3080 Ti, that's not old. Look at my my 1080 Ti. I think I bought it when did it came out, in 2018 or 2017. I used it until November. But then I started streaming and I felt like, now I think it would be time before they get even more expensive. And yeah, I got a good deal on the 5070 Ti. It was 720 euros. Yeah. But my 1080 Ti also cost me 700 euros back in the day. You got yours in 2020? Ah, yeah, then there was still crypto scalpers. Snappy on corner exit. 2K. Oh. Yeah, I still have to say, in terms of rasterization, the 1080 Ti is not a bad card. But there are some stuff like with the CUDA cores and the Tensor cores the new cards have, and I'm also doing sometimes some 3D work and stuff. I just cannot use those new rendering techniques with my old 1080 Ti. That's why I switched. I mean, why I'm always pointing to my back, I still have it in an eGPU case to use with my laptop when I work remotely, and it's still perfectly fine. Maybe I can rip it out real quick. What? You got a 1590? No Titan X. It's a 1080 Ti. The real GOAT. Because it was 700 euros back then and better than anything else. Except the Titan X. No, it's just an eGPU case. You can connect it to your laptop and then you have a good graphics performance. Yes, I bought it back then when it came out. And all my friends, I still remember this, they said to me, what, 700 euros for a graphics card? You are crazy, dude. And I used it, yeah, like, I think I got the new one half a year ago. So it's still fine for most of the stuff. As already said, if I wouldn't be streaming and only doing iRacing, the 1080 Ti still would be fine. Yeah, and it still gets some use in the laptop, so it's fine. Oh yeah, SLI. Which was just a money sink. Okay, let's try the LMP2. But yeah, you were not the first one today who commented my new hairstyle. Some other people also said, oh, you're going for Ivan Drago now? But yeah, the hairdresser doesn't always get it like the same way. Yeah. I also think, I mean, of course, back then I didn't know that the 1080 Ti would be the GOAT. Back then it just looked like, hey, great performance, great deal. I get it. But yeah. Who would have known that graphics cards would get so expensive and not that much better? They just have to like bring different techniques like AI frame generation. You gave away all your PCs to your family? Oh, that's a good deed. That's a really good deed. Yeah, I don't know, my family probably is not in need of a gaming PC. And mine still holds up pretty good. Everyone wants to be in your family now. Yeah. If you got a good price for it, Mushroom Hater, I can understand buying it. I mean, now the prices are like crazy again. But when they were like MSRP, it's understandable. I just didn't went for it because first, it is like more than twice the price of the 5070 Ti. And yeah, like, I don't know, there were a few things that I said, hey, no, NVIDIA, I know there's not really another option here, especially for iRacing, when you're using the NVIDIA simultaneous projection setting. But I don't know, I thought like, hey, don't want to give you 2.5K for a graphics card that's like using 600 watts. I don't know. But I totally understand anyone who got it. The AMD graphics cards are great, especially the 9070 XT. But the thing is, in iRacing, when you use the free projection setting, you will lose a lot of FPS using an AMD graphics card. And when you're using an NVIDIA graphics card, you don't lose any FPS. It's the setting so your field of view gets rendered from three perspectives, and so you don't get distorted edges. No, I'm using my phone Use 4K Elgato cam. No, I'm using my phone. It's on iPhone 11 Pro Max. 7 years old. But for my pedal cam, I'm using an Elgato face cam. That was my stream cam before that. Oh yeah. Yes. I also was thinking about making a video about that because there is this Droid Cam app that you can use, and then it's pretty easy to connect to OBS. But I also thought, nah, who wants this tip? But if you want, I can make a video on how to set it up. I mean, it's not that difficult either, but a wheel cam, okay. You use it as well? Yeah, but the thing is, here when goes room, you can use Droid Cam also over cable. I know the standard is over Wi-Fi, and it's fine when you have a stable Wi-Fi connection, but I use it over USB because yeah, I don't want to have no Wi-Fi anymore anywhere, and it works like flawless. The only thing is, sometimes I forget to put it in flight mode, and then my cam starts shaking violently when someone calls. You use it over USB and it goes black? Oh, really? With an iPhone or with Android? What other GTPs you gonna test? I don't own any more NDL. I just own the Beamer and the Acura. iPhone 17. Okay, Tran, thank you for stopping by at the stream. Have a good one. Damn, I'm really enjoying the LMP2 again. You're also using an old phone. I mean, my phone is old, but it's still my phone. I don't know, it's still flawless pretty much. I mean, the battery is really bad now after 7 years. But everything else, phone is just still working like a champ. But right now I'm saving up a little, maybe I can get a phone this year or next year. Because I also at some point want to add a third cam, but we'll see. Yeah, I've tried the Ferrari actually quite a lot already in demo drive, but sometimes it feels a bit mid for me. Yeah, I like the Acura or the Beamer more, but of course it can always be because of the setup. No, I will renew my iRacing subscription on Black Friday. Honestly, I don't think anyone should like renew now just because they increase the price like 10 or 15%. Because on Black Friday you will always get a discount on the iRacing subscription of like 20% at least, or even 25. I don't really know the exact amount, but wait until November if you can to renew your iRacing subscription. I'm doing this like for 7 years and I think it saved me already a lot of money. Oh, the LMP2 feels so good. I might be racing the LMP2 car again. They ain't getting me. But they didn't increase the prices that much, so... Okay. No, I'm still thinking of like getting a third camera angle. And yeah, we'll see. And now I'm saving up for a phone. Guys, I have to tell you, the LMP2 feels so good. I might have to race this one. I hope enough people will sign up for their LMP2 races. But damn, this car feels so nice to drive. Top-down bandana cam. Yeah, or I was thinking of putting it on the shelf behind me. So it's like a good... It's overlooking pretty much everything. But yeah, first I had to get a second. I need to get a third cam for that. Yeah, exactly. So you can check in every week if I'm losing hair or not. No, thankfully that's not a problem in our family. We all have pretty thick hair, like sheep. Even the hairdresser today said like, oh, you have so much hair, so thick hair. Like, just like a sheep. Okay, I think I'm going with the LMP2. So then I will switch over to some Porsche Cup training at Hockenheim. .141 so far. I'm not sure how fast I should be in this car. But the LMP2 car just feels so planted. I'm not owning the Cadillac, Mushroom Hater. That's the thing. And I don't want to own like cars that I don't race. And I think right now I'm going for LMP2 this week. I just like this car so much. Yeah, today no races. Usually on a Monday I'm just doing my comparisons and get my training for the week. But as I'm doing no GT3 comparison today, I will just trying out what tickles my fancy this week. I mean, you saw that the comparison sheet only has 2 cars on it. Maybe I'll just do LMP2 and then get smoked by Basic Ollie and all the other LMP2 cracks. We demand more! I mean, if I would do a full GTP season, I probably will get all the prototypes, but for now, I always feel like big buyer's remorse if I buy something in iRacing or buy something in general and don't use it. Yeah, Basic Ollie, he's really fast in the LMP2. So, iRating wise, I think we'll get in the same splits, but he will smoke me for sure. He's just so good in this car. But maybe I can learn something this week from him. I mean, I understand his passion for this car. It just feels so planted and raw. But at the same time, for me, it's like when you're not always running this car, I'm pace-wise always somewhere in the no man's land. Like I'm faster than like the drivers that just started out with LMP2, but I'm way slower than all the guys who are racing this 4 or 5 years straight. And then I'm oh, slight jump. Yeah, then I'm missing a bit of competition, so to say, or like close racing. If I would be faster in this car, yeah, it would be closer. But yeah. 141. Woo! Okay, the rear actually steps out. Yeah, I might be trying to get some laps in the LMP2. My rating right now is 4.5k. I really like that car. I think I'm trying to watch a lap guide real quick. I'll share my browser and then let's see how fast I can get here. Daytona LMP2 hot lap. There we go. No. Hey, thank you for subbing. Hey, Fish Labs Thread, welcome in. No. I'm not the bragging type of guy usually, but if someone asks, I will answer. Ah, there's a sample lap guide. Let's watch this. Oh, and where is the browser source? Just give me a second. There we go. Let's check this out real quick. Also can turn off the text overlays. Hey, I'm doing great, Fish Labs Fred. I hope you also had a great weekend. This week I will be racing no GT3. I'll do LMP2 and maybe some Porsche Cup. Okay, let's check out the Sambo hot lap for the LMP2 car. Oh, why is it so quiet? Do you hear anything? Yes. Okay, where does he brake for turn 1? Oh, way after the traffic light. Hard brake and then second gear. Not a bad weekend. Ah, that's good to hear. Ah, you were off work. Much enjoyed. Nice to hear, nice to hear. Yeah, I worked this weekend, throughout this weekend, but all good. Good. Feels good to be back racing this week, and also good to race something different than GT3 once in a while. Okay, here's braking when the exit roll is starting. Yeah, I can do that hesitate, but my first experience with the overlays was that it's too much information for me. For me, it's easier to watch the telemetry and the video and then just remember it, because I'm much more used to that than to see the live inputs. I still have to learn that, I guess. Okay, where is he braking for the bus stop? Also, third gear bus stop. Yeah, let's see. We'll see tomorrow. What he's doing, 139. Braking pressure, I try to get to don't memorize it, but to feel it. I memorize his braking point, and then the rest I try to be as fast as I can through the apex. First corner, second gear, second corner for first gear. Here he is also going down to first. What does he do on the exit here? Also first. Okay, and for the bus stop, it was like third gear or something. Yeah, third gear. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. 154 is his apex low. Hey, thank you for the follow. Hans, really appreciate that. Welcome in. Okay, let's hide away the Sambo lap and try to recreate that. Technically, can you also brake earlier and then softer? Yes, you can do that. But in a car that has more downforce, like the LMP2 car or the prototype, there it is in general better to brake harder when you're faster, because when you're faster you have more downforce and therefore more braking performance. In a car that is slower, like in a GT3 car for instance, it's not that big of a thing anymore. You can also like brake 5 meters earlier and a bit less strong, and you will also have, like, depending on how you feel, but if braking a bit softer feels good for you in a slower car, you should be as fast or almost as fast. Of course, there's always an optimum, but especially in iRacing, I would say like racing line is the most important thing when you're starting out. And of course, try to make as little mistakes as you can. But when I got the racing line right, like approach the corner on the outside, go all the way to the apex, and then accelerate and let the car drift to the outside again. This gave me the most pace in the beginning, much more than braking late. And I think I can brake late now, since I'm getting better on like controlling brake and throttle. Alright, MDL, thank you man for stopping by, and thank you for the raid. Really appreciate that. Have a good rest of your day. Wow, 140 would be nicer. Sambo did a 139. Let's see. I think I'll also bring the brake bias a bit forward. Here, used third gear. Oh, that was close. Wheel damage, of course. When you take one of these anti-cuts with a prototype, can mess up your car pretty quickly. Doing the race starts like a sweat. What do you mean? I mean, since I do double clutch starts in Porsche Cup, I'm always pretty good off the line. I think some people are still Just starting with like brake and throttle. Reacting quick to the lights. I mean, we will see how it is this week. I will switch over to Porsche Cup. Oh, in a bit. Oh my god. Hello. When I feel more comfortable in the LMP2 here. You do double clutch and 50% throttle? Okay. Interesting. I just double clutch and then leave it on full throttle usually. Maybe TC to 4. Let's see. But next week I can go back into a GT4, I think. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Mushroom Hater. That was the same way of thinking why I didn't get the clutch for my Simlet pedals. So I thought like, okay, I have double clutches on the wheel anyway now. For standing starts. But now I sometimes already started to miss it. Because I also want to get like an H pattern shifter at some point. And yeah, there a clutch would be nice. Clutch pedal. But yeah. Can't have everything. Yeah, he also went down into first. But doing 139s here, that will be a tough. You mean adding a the clutch pedal? Or the shifter? I mean, you can have shifters varying from 30 euros to 1000. When you go for the BDH force feedback H pattern shifter. That thing is so crazy. That's like top of the shelf. Yeah, the clutch, the Simlip clutch is like, I think it's 200 euros. It's pretty expensive when you think like, okay, you can get the brake and throttle combo for 400 euros, I think. Or is it 500 now? But they had it on sale for 400 for a while. The 2 pedal set. You have no space in the apartment? Yeah, a lot of people use SimMagic nowadays. I'm kinda interested on what VRS will bring because they... Hey, Michael! Welcome! Hope you're doing well. Good evening to you back. I'm doing great, thank you. Yeah. I mean, it depends. You can get like cheap and decent pedals from AliExpress. But then it's always a thing like, will they be good? Will they be bad? Oh my god. Was there a lag? The LMP2 feels great. I was thinking of doing some GTP racing this week here. But since I jumped into LMP2, I might race LMP2 again. Maybe Basic Ollie shows me how it's done this week. He will be definitely doing some races here, I guess. I really like the LMP2. I don't know what to say. This car is... I really understand why this is the main car from basic Ollie. I've seen it so many times racing this car already. I'm still too aggressive on throttle application. I'm still doing the GT3 style. But I think with the prototypes, sometimes you really have to roll on the throttle a lot more gradual. When you have to race, it sounds like it's a must, hesitate. It sounds like a chore. It is a must. Will be interesting. To go below 141 would be nice, but looks like I don't have enough experience in this car. Anyone has some tips? Okay. That was too fast. A Placy challenge. But I mean, I raced a long time with a wheel stand, but I think a Placy challenge is a lot more sturdy than racing on a wheel stand and a desk chair. So I think you still would profit from getting pedals if you want to hesitate. I have to... Let me check your message real quick. Let me park here. Okay. Here we go. Check this out. Ah, okay. So you're shying away of racing the LMP2. Yeah, it's really... I mean, it's not that bad. It depends on the participation, of course. Sometimes I'm in no man's land with my pace. And I think I'm definitely slower than other 4.5k iRacing drivers in this car. Just down to the fact because I don't have as much experience in it. Yeah. Understandable hesitate. Just when you get a stationary rig, then it's all of these things become a lot more easier. Because then you just think, oh, let's jump into the rig, do some laps. Don't even have to be racing. But I had the same thing back then because I always liked my stuff like tidy and clean, and I also put away the wheel stand every time after training and stuff. And then sometimes when you're not super in the mood for some training or racing, then you think, now I have to unfold it again. And I also locked in my desk chair with a carpet so it doesn't move when I brake. I was also like not the best thing for consistency, but and now with the rig, since I own the dedicated rig, it's way like the hurdle to get in and do some laps is way lower. You do love the traffic management aspect of it. Yeah, it really brings some strategy into it. I also enjoyed racing the LMP2 last week in Fuji, but there the participation wasn't just that great. Yeah, I understand hesitate, but there will come a time when you feel like, okay, now it's right to get a rig. Oh yeah, that's a hurdle. Then you really need to feel the urge a lot. Well, come on, 140 lap time and then I'm happy. Then we go on to Porsche Cup. Yeah, I feel like I'm better off in the LMP2. GTPs also feel good, but I feel better in the LMP2 car. I don't know. Maybe because I know this car a bit better than the prototypes. But last week the LMP2 drivers all were fuel saving on Fuji again. Ah, good exit. Yeah, sub 141 finally. How fast is this going? Ah. There we go. Yeah, maybe I'll do a few more laps tomorrow morning. But hopefully that will be enough for the first race at least. Okay, let's check out Pickup. What is going on with the music? Okay. I mean, GTE will be at Sebring. That's also nice, but it's a night race. I don't know. I need to do that. Let's out Pickup at Hockenheim. 21 degrees. 22? Let me check VRS real quick. Ah, you have your dreams in Magic Gear saved in your card. Yeah, but I think it's not bad to have like stuff written up that you want to get or so, because then you also stay focused. I also have like stuff written up like don't brake as much, drive faster. No. No, I'm saving up for some point. Faster internet maybe would be nice. Today is really a test stream if like 40p on Twitch is doable for my internet. Porsche Cup, where is it? Hello? Production car challenge. Porsche Cup. But it's not here. Hello? Ah, not on IMSA. All series. And the iRacing Porsche Cup. Here we go. And 137.3. Holy moly. And he's 21, 22 degrees track temp, and humidity is also 72%. Okay, 22 degrees. 72% humidity, track state 50%. Partly cloudy. No, mostly cloudy. Okay, interesting. Let's go. Pickup, yeah, the good old pickup comparison. Who doesn't like it? Do I need to watch your lap guide for that real quick? Yeah, maybe. Gonna follow my breaking points. Let's see. Let's see. iRacing Porsche Cup Hockenheim. Let's see who got a lap guide for this. What? Are there no videos online? Porsche Cup, missing Porsche Cup Hockenheim. Five months ago. 5 months ago is still the old car, right? 2 weeks ago. Okay, then we have to figure it out by ourselves. It's also fine. No pressure. Oh no. So if you're not doing well in your races, it's my fault or what? I need to increase the force feedback strength. Always. Yeah, that's a lot different to the LP2. Well, probably no back-to-back racing tomorrow. Get those tires warmed up. Then let's see, Sambo was doing, I know, the VRS lap time was like, I have to check again, how fast did he do it? 137.3, okay. Let's see. Yeah, just old track guides. Maybe they still have to upload them, I don't know. But for Hockenheim, I feel confident enough. Just feel it out by myself. There we go. This car is a handful. Yeah, it is. I mean, it drives nice. I'm still a bit annoyed with the amount of wheel kickback this car has. Because the old car wasn't like this. It was a much smoother experience. But the old one also didn't have like any ABS and stuff. And I was maybe a bit too late for cold tires. I mean, back in the day when the old pickup didn't have ABS and was more understeery, I think I really learned a lot by racing this car. It really helped me out in GT3 racing. Because every time I went back to GT3 I thought like, oh, it's way easier now. Now that I've driven like full season of Porsche Cup. But this car feels much closer to a GT3 than the old one. It's still a lot different, of course. Okay, felt alright. Can brake. Yeah, basically I'm using the same braking points as GT3. Okay, maybe here I need to... Oh! Yeah, the wheel is so harsh. Oh. The bouncy pickup. 39.8. Oh no, another off-track. Off-track simulator incoming this week again. Maybe I have to either coast a bit or brake a bit earlier for turn 2. Yeah, exactly, Mushroom Hater. Yeah, it's so bouncy. I really enjoyed the old Cup car a lot, but the bounciness of the new one made me turn away a bit from Porsche Cup. Because I also don't want to turn down my wheelbase so the car feels more smooth. But then also the force feedback doesn't feel as good anymore. You always practice with the line on first? Yeah, if it helps you in the beginning. But I guess everybody you asked so far will advise you to turn off the racing line as soon as possible. It depends. If you're... I mean, I would also advise you to turn it off, the racing line, because then you have to develop another way how to find your racing line on a track. And that way is like get the knowledge on what the fastest line around a corner is. And when you have learned this once, you will never ever need a racing line again. Because then you instantly know, okay, this is like a hairpin coming up, I need to drive it like this. There we go. At 37.3, that might be possible, I don't know. Okay, bit too slidey here. It still feels like I might be a tad bit too late on the brake for this. What is going on? I always had an off track, that's why the laps didn't count so far. The Porsche steers so well with trail braking. Totally forgot that. 39 flat. I don't know if people also... not off track. Come on. When I did Porsche Cup a while ago, it still mattered a lot to don't overheat your tires during the race. I guess it's still the same way. Oh yeah, thank you, Mushroom Hater. Or start to lose the car. That would be classic me. Oh really? So, in the soaking rain? I'm not sure if I ever did Porsche Cup in the rain so far. think I only ever did GT3 and GT4 in the rain. Oh, I think next week is GT4 is at Virginia. That will be a blast for sure. No, I don't think you can. F4 is a different beast. Okay, let's set on reset point. Let's go. Let's try to hit the sausage curb here. Boing! Okay, but I gained time. There we go. Should I also get the Cadillac? Try it. Daytona. The LMP2 feels good enough. Too late, too late. Reset. Let's try it without hitting the curb again. If you get it right, not that much slower. Oh, but good exit. Maybe I'll do just one race at Daytona and the rest just Porsche cupping all week. No, I'll be only streaming tomorrow and Thursday. Fortunately, I don't have more time right now, but I'll try to stream more again. Well, there we go. Whoops! Such a bouncy boy. And here comes the understeer as well. But don't you feel any bias remorse, Michael? There we go. Avoiding getting wrecked in the hairpin? Usually it's a good idea if you're the car on the inside. But then of course everybody's relying on you. Working in events, so I'm doing like setup for concerts. Basically, I'm renting myself out for concerts, and they are usually on the weekends, sometimes also during the weekdays. And I'm also doing some like media art, like projection mapping and this stuff. Like I'm self-employed with the media art thing, and for the events I'm renting myself out as a worker. Like sometimes I do light controlling lights, sometimes like just setting up stuff. Okay. Because, yeah, with the media art stuff, it's always you apply for different shows, but usually you do like 10 concepts and you get the call for one. And then with art, it's always hard with funding, like to make a living out of it. So that's why I also started to do like this event stuff on the side. Got a company like who just sends me an email, says like, hey, for this and that concert we still need some help. Alright, Fish Labs Fred, thank you for stopping by. Oh no! You missed your sign up for the race. Are you opinion? No, not really. It's really more the other way around, Heritate. I started my work as, I started my work life as a carpenter, really. So I did a normal carpenter Ausbildung. And then I did this shop for about 12 years after I was finished with the carpenter school. And then I also worked on a lot of like event stuff already, but just more like house exhibitions and furniture exhibitions. I was setting up the convention stands for our company that I was working back then. And then at some point I started, I thought like, hey, I wanna study maybe, because I never made Abitur or Matura or anything. Because like my parents couldn't really afford like to send me to school 4 more years. They just said, hey, you have to work, you're 15 now. So, but it definitely wasn't a bad decision or anything. And then like when I was like 27, I started studying, but I'd also used up a lot of my savings. And I was studying event engineering for my bachelor's degree. And then for my master's, I went into media arts. Yeah. And yeah, right about when I was finishing my master thesis, I thought, oh, I might want to give streaming a try. I think I really would enjoy that. I have streamed in the past. It's like some occasions for friends and stuff. And yeah, and also as a treat for myself for finishing my master's degree, I also got the rig. I said, now it's finally time to get a simrig. And yeah. The rest is history, no. No, it's still a struggle with work, but it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically 12 years, from 15 to 27, and then took me 3 years to complete my bachelor's. I was still working on the side, but not full-time anymore. I wasn't really doable. Ich rede nur mit dir. And also during my master's degree, I was working on the side. Yeah, I mean, it's good. I also wanted to make like Abitur back then, but it just wasn't something that was on offer for me when I was 14, 15. But it's also, I think also the route I went in the end is fine. Hey, Water Nation! Thank you for the raid, man! Hey, hope you had a great stream. Welcome in, everybody. Hope all of you had a great weekend. What were you doing, Water? Were you streaming some American Truck Simulator again, or are you also back in iRacing already? Ah, golfing, nice. PGA Tour? Or golf with friends? Oh, what the? Ah, PGA 2K25. I also have, I think it's 2K24. I don't know. I think 1 or 2 years ago I also bought Golf. It's really nice. I enjoyed it. Hi, Coco Krusty. Welcome in. Hi, Headser Band. Welcome in, everybody. Just trying to get ready for my race week. First time in a long time where I'm doing no GT3 comparison. This week it will be just Porsche Cup and maybe Prototype. I have to check if I also have the 2K25 game. I might will be interested in like also join in on some golfing at some point. $39 flat still. 138. There we go. But I also think I will have a good time in Porsche Cup this week. There's nothing bad that can happen in Porsche Cup. Everybody is like super chill. Let's just hope all the crazy people will be at Daytona this week. Don't say something like this, Michael. Porsche Cup will be like a Zen experience this week at Hockenheim. Oh. Wooza. Alright, Water, thank you for the raid again. Here we go. I'm not sure if I should get the car. I'm not sure if I will race it that much. 38.8. There we go. Oh, now the car also gets super light. That's why I'm feeling so good in it all of a sudden. Maybe I'm just racing Porsche Cup all day like a madman. GTP only, but what is Mushroom Hater when they bring the Toyota GR GT3 to iRacing? Then I'll be looking pretty bad out of my suit. I don't know, it's an Austrian saying. I guess you will get it. Dann schau ich blöd aus der Wäsche. I still will... Oh no. I still will wait what will happen. Alright, Michael. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, understood. And to everyone who is here and has subscribed to my YouTube channel. Yesterday we broke the 1000 subscriber mark, so thanks again to everyone. Really appreciate each and every one of you who's also enjoying the content on YouTube. Here we go. Ah, okay. They will bring it next year to the Daytona 24-hour race. Okay, at least it has a date already. Okay, then we probably won't get it that early. I mean, it's 2 seasons away, really. Season 4 is starting pretty soon, few more weeks. And then maybe in season 1 we'll get it. Because also the BMW M4 GT3 we got earlier than the car was racing in real life. I'm still a bit off in the Cup car, but I'm confident enough that I will gain some pace during the week to race here. Mid-2027. Yeah, we'll see. It's true, sometimes it takes them a bit longer to bring in the new stuff. Also, there were occasions already where we got some cars early. So you never know. 38.8. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. And yeah, maybe the next occasion for them is like Daytona, where they just will scan it and then they have to build it. GT4? Ah, yeah, next this week. Yeah, next week, GT4 at Virginia with rain. Oh, I will race that. Yeah, pretty much 1:38. Not the greatest lap time. Oh, also the Portimao 1000 that is coming up. When is this race? Oh, this weekend. Oh, some Linkin Park. Can't skip that. Okay. Should I really? Let's take a look at the Cadillac. Why do I have this weird list? Oh, there it is. Look at this beauty. All right. Have a good time training Head8. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good evening. Hopefully see you tomorrow. I did a 136 flat with the Acura. 136.2 in the Beamer. But in both cars I felt a little... Let's try the Acura once again. Daytona. 30 degrees. Really? 30? Was at 72, and here we were at 50%. Track state, let's go. I think my track temp was like 40 degrees. For GT3, it's let me check again. 1 week is St. Petersburg, and the first week, as this week, upcoming week is Indianapolis, and next week is St. Petersburg. That's why I'm not racing any GT Sprint. Okay, let's try this again. 44 degrees. Oh, it's warmer. So well, let's adjust this real quick. It's comparable to the last laps I did. 8:26. Did I have 24? Oh my god. Let me check real quick. VRS. We want IMSA. All series. Where is IMSA? Hello? Hello? IndyCar IMSA. There we go. And the track conditions were 29 degrees. Clear skies. And humidity of 72. Wind speed 16 kph from the east. Okay, here we go. Yeah, St. Petersburg, I don't know. It looks okay, but I have so many city circuits already, so I probably won't buy it. And yeah, Indianapolis is still a thing. I saw yesterday that they will bring a new Indy car. I think in 2028. So maybe when I do some Formula racing in the future, or like IndyCar racing in the future, then I will get Indianapolis, because you get both layouts, right? If that still holds true. I'm actually not totally sure. Okay, let's try this again. Try to feel out if buying the Cadillac is worth it. I mean, also the Acura is a nice car. Could race this again. Oh yeah, throttle application. I have to reset my muscle memory. Ooh. Come on. It's snappy on cold tires. Is the Cadillac like faster around here? Maybe. It's not really a dislike, Mushroom Hater, but I have most of the other city circuits like Long Beach and Detroit, and what is the other one? I can't remember right now. And I think that's enough. At least right now. I also don't think St. Petersburg is that popular. Do you own it? Do you think it's nice to drive? I mean, is the Cadillac also this tricky to brake? Or is it easy to slow down? But yeah, applying throttle on these cars is definitely a thing that I need to relearn. Roll it on, roll it on. No harsh movements on the throttle pedal here. Ah, you skipped both as well. Yeah, Indianapolis is still up for debate for me. At some point I probably might get it. But I also thought like this week is perfect time to switch it up a little and try to race something different again than only GT3. And next week I can do GT4 again. There at Virginia. Oh, that will be great. Virginia is a great track and some GT4 racing there. Knocked up a little. No, I still enjoy GT3 racing. I'm not getting burned out. But I always try, like, of course, for me, the biggest priority is to have fun in the sim. And I don't want to force myself into a track that I don't really want to, like, race or learn right now. And this sim has so much else to offer. Sometimes it's really like when you start trying out stuff again, then you remember, oh yeah, this was actually really fun. And yeah. But I'm not sure if I'm confident enough to do some GTP racing this week here. Especially when I haven't driven these cars in like, I don't know how many seasons. When did they release rain? I remember I did my first rain race in this car. But back then they still had an older tire model, which was a lot easier to handle. But the cars were just way too fast compared to the real life counterparts. That's where the time when people started complaining, hey, the corner speeds are like way too fast in these cars compared to real life racing. And then they brought the new tire model, which was super slippery in the beginning. Now they really turned it down a bit, but it's still a way bigger challenge than it was back then. Back then these cars were just so planted. Planted rockets. You bought 40 tracks off the bat. Are you rich? Oh my god. No, all good, all good. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. I'll try to hit the empty cuts. Of course.
You've got wheel damage.
36.7. Let's try a different setup. I also have... oh, I don't have any. Yeah, it is. Ghost guns. Oh. But bump start is... that sounds nice in pretty much any GTP. Only the Ferrari doesn't have a bump start, right? Because the hybrid system is different. I'm not sure if I should get myself into this tomorrow here. But maybe tomorrow pick up. Ah, okay. Yeah, because the reason I'm asking, I was just, of course, joking, because I did it the other way around. I always try to buy as little as possible. Because like I feel such a hard buyer's remorse every time. Even I think I made it up to C license without buying any additional content. If I didn't have a Treq in the Mazda Advanced, I just waited a few weeks and then raced the weeks after. That's how I started out. But of course, at some point, I started to buy the classic tracks like Sebring, Spa, Daytona, Mount Panorama. No, Mount Panorama not at first. Road Atlanta, Road America, Watkins Glen, all these ones, and then when I knew, okay, this will be my main sim for a long time, then I started to buy more of the stuff that I wanted to drive. But I'm still far off by owning anything here. Ah, okay. Boy. But understeering through bus stop in these cars means lift off or die.
No damage. Car looks clean.
Yeah, I understand that, Mushroom Hater. That's also a way of approaching it. Also totally fine, of course. Perma-retirement. Yeah, it will be interesting what tracks they will bring next, because there aren't that many that still needed to get implemented. I mean, there are some tracks in the Far East, but with everything that's going on there right now, I don't think they can scan there. But other than that, yeah, Bahrain and Malaysia. Yeah. Yeah, that's really the thing. Like, when you get this discount, took me a lot of a longer time than you. But it feels really good to get this discount, and you finally don't have to think about the extra taxes because of the US taxing system. How is the Acura compared to the other cars? That's the thing. I think I really need to buy each and every one of them. Ah, yeah, true. Some DTM tracks are missing. That's right. I mean, we have them all in race room. But yeah, Lausitzring would be nice. DTM has a partnership with Race Room, right? I think I saw like some official race on the weekend, and there was Moritz Löhner in it. I didn't know that he was like racing race room competitively. Made me think like, oh, maybe I also want to try it out again. I think driving-wise, it's pretty nice actually. Race room, of course. iRacing is still the king, and probably Le Mans Ultimate is close second in terms of feeling. No, I would say race room. In terms of tire load, I enjoy race room more than Le Mans Ultimate. Yeah, I guess we talked about this topic already, right, Mushroom Hater? That's why that bugged me really about race room. Why are they doing this? I know it can be hard, like maintaining a game when you not have any other income other than like new content that you have to make first, but charging for liveries? I don't know. Still not sure what I should think about this move. I mean, yeah, you can have the new Temerario, right? Yeah, that's also true. They also run frequent discounts. I also got my stuff in Race Room like for like, I think I bought this 50 euros of Race Room bucks, and it got me a lot of content back then. Race Room is more expensive than iRacing. I don't know why so many people are hating on the price of iRacing. People making videos now, iRacing is too expensive. No, it's not. Just first, let's bring another sim that has remotely the amount of content and love in the game itself. Then you can talk about pricing, but yeah, LMU is raising their prices as well now. The US tracks. I mean, it's still cheaper than iRacing, but not by much. And I don't think iRacing is doing this by greed or anything. It just, when they're making sure that they will survive, and it's only like a 10% race, right? Yeah, so be it. It's just, yeah, hey, we got a new livery for this car. Want to buy it? Or otherwise you can't race in officials. That would be crazy. No. Ah, here. A Cadillac just for one race? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I think it will be also good in the Acura. It's a good car. Maybe I'll try to think. Am I running out of the safer setup? Yeah, because people are making up drama. But in reality, that's not real drama, I think. It's just they are complaining on a high level. The people. I mean, other than the issue in the fixed setup races of GT3, because it would be also an easy fix for them to make the cars more even in the fixed setup races. In the open setup, the cars are not so much different than people will make you think. But when all the pros are using the same car, of course, everybody else thinks, hey, I have my best chances in this car. Totally understandable. But that's why that was a part of why I started my GT3 car comparison. But because for me, actually, the fastest car wasn't always the ones that did the fastest lap times on any setup service or was used by an 8K iRacing driver. Because I still don't have those skills as the 8K iRacing drivers have. Hey, Mayan! Welcome in. You were scared about buying an OLED? No, I think it's still... It made the graphics of iRacing look better a lot. No, I'm still happy with my decision. I also made a new video about my simracing monitor journey. It was just uploaded on Saturday, and there I talk more about how I ended up with the Samsung Odyssey G9 OLED. Because, yeah, Samsung monitors, their quality control is really, really bad. I literally bought like 4 Samsung monitors before I found this one that has no dead pixels and no like yellow spots. Yeah, but I always got it refunded. But I also started to order from different companies then. Because not that they think, hey, I'm just buying these just out of jokes and returning them. Of course, that was not the case. But what should I do when when their quality control is like down in the bin? I'm not paying for like a monitor that is already like kind of damaged. Especially when I bought it like 2.5 years back, they were still quite expensive. And why was the LG that I bought flawless? Yes, that was the only downside. Not to the store, but like to the postal office. Yeah, I know when I returned the third monitor, they already looked a bit sideways, but I don't care. Yeah, micro LEDs. It's pretty much the same technique that we are also using already in the LED walls in like on the concerts. And I think when these monitors will arrive, they will be the next big thing after OLED. And the other monitor I had before, the LG IPS panel, I still own it. I still use it for my graphics work and stuff and 3D work. Totally fine. But for my use case, 49-inch ultrawide is like the perfect thing. It's still pretty light on your GPU and it doesn't use up a big amount of space. I mean, it's only in iRacing that I have bad FPS. But only at race starts with other cars on the screen, like everyone else. I think, when did I try LMU the last time? 1 or 2 weeks ago? Like, I went into like training against the AI in LMU and they had like over 200 FPS all the time. And in iRacing, when you go to the grid and you have like at least 20 cars on the grid, my FPS goes down so much. Oh, I really like the Acura as well. Not sure if I will be competitive in this. Maybe I just YOLO it tomorrow and try it. Maybe let's turn on the telemetry. Do some more laps. And then check. I know that the brake trace should be a lot steeper than in sports cars or GT3 cars. Ah yeah. Bump in the road is also tricky every time. Yeah, I also think the same way, that the LG just, I don't know. They still have a quality control department, looks like. I mean, in general, I think like since COVID, a lot of the tech company quality control has gotten a lot worse. Not only tech, also in other parts. Like quality control has just gotten worse after COVID, and it never really recovered. A friend of mine is runs a company like who does like CNC stuff, and he also said like the steel quality, like first of it was super hard to get, and then also the quality was not as it was before COVID. Oh, Asus as well, really? A bell shape, not a steep peak, and trail off. Ah, so you think shifting the weight slower in these cars is better? And let's take a look at the lap guide again. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Let's see. iRacing. Let me open up a browser source again. There we go. Let's go iRacing browser source. Acura GTP Daytona. There we have it. Why does Hymo has 2 hot lap Acura? Ah, they also have a guide. 44.7. See. Oh yeah, that's doesn't look as steep as mine, that's true. It's still going up to 80%. Trading really smooth. Oh. Oh yeah, really long trail. It breaks twice. Yeah, let's try this. Oh, that would be nice. Thank you for mentioning that. Maybe I'll find some pace finally. That would be nice if that would solve my problems. There we go. Hey, I'm always happy for some valuable tips. I never say no to that. You always can get faster. Oh, cold tires, cold tires. And then let's shift the weight a bit slower. Just like the drink, just spelled differently. John Coffee from Green Mile. Oh. Not really, no. I'm 4.5k iRating. But I usually don't drive these cars. I just wanna try them this week. What's your elo? And if you have done some laps around here, it'd be nice to have a comparison lap time. Ooh. Yeah, but it will be pretty hot on the track. All good, all good. It just it doesn't display it in like private test sessions, and I also don't feel the need like to write it down every time in the stream title, because I don't know. Maybe at some point I will do it when I have more. No. Still trying to have fun mostly, and then iRating comes second, because otherwise then I will get burned out, and I don't want that. Ooh, but it's pretty tough to get a smooth brake trace. 34.5, 34.7. I'm using the VRS track conditions right now, with like 33 degrees of track temp and track state at 50%. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff from P1 docs. But right now I'm still using Go setups mostly. But it really always depends what track conditions the setup builders are showing. I mean, most of them are on point. I just saw that sometimes like Sambo has like a bit better conditions that we have in the race then, and then of course it's a lot easier for them to make good lap times when the track is super cold. But I also get it that it's not always that easy to find out all the track temps for the upcoming week, because there's a bit of a variance. Sometimes it can be on the higher end or on the lower end. Okay. I'm still braking way too harsh. Hey Joey, no, I'm just using a single PC. No dual PC setup or anything like this. Okay, let's set an active reset point. Tires are warm. I can't see myself doing 134s. Let's try one lap with smooth brake application. Yeah, it really depends. iRacing is a really hard CPU hog, especially when you have other cars on track. So if you're doing some FPS testing, always make sure you're standing on a full grid. I mean, I always have kept my FPS because I also need some resources for OBS. But the difference is really big. Like when I'm alone on the track, I have like sometimes 300 FPS in iRacing, and when you're on the starting grid, it gets down to 70. Okay. I'm running my monitor at 120 FPS and I've set iRacing to 116. So like a few FPS below your monitor's FPS will ensure that you don't have screen tearing. Old iRacer's trick. That's why I kept it to 116, but you also can cap it to 118 or 114. I've seen a variance there. But this served me really well. No, I'm just using a single ultra wide. I have no room for triples, and also no PC for triples. I mean, it depends what resolution you're running, of course, but I don't want to run triple 1080p. When I want to run triples, I want to at least have 1440p at every monitor. But then it also gets kind of demanding. $2070 Super, yeah, it should be fine. iRacing is pretty light on the GPU. The thing that's really important is the CPU. But they are working on a new engine that supports multi-threading. So hopefully also other CPUs will get better FPS other than the X3D CPUs from AMD. Before I bought my 5070 Ti, I had a 1080 Ti and it still handled iRacing just fine. Even streaming in the beginning. This corner, maybe shifting down later helps me, I don't know. $5,600 X3D, yeah. should be decent. Yeah, the thing is, you also can turn down your graphics automatically, like when you reach a certain FPS threshold. I've turned that on actually, and I think it's nice. Sometimes, of course, there's some visuals popping in and out, but it just makes sure that you don't fall under a certain FPS range. I actually really like this, because in iRacing also the tracks have quite a big of variance in terms of FPS. The newer tracks mostly give you much worse FPS than the older ones. I can show you. Let me finish this lap real quick. Just want to try out this corner again. Hey Michael, you're back. How was dinner? I hope you had something good. I'm also feeling hungry already. Yeah, maybe I'll still go with the GTP. We'll see, but I think tomorrow is Porsche Cup day first. Yeah, there is. I mean, iRacing also always changes some things. And not all of these guides are really that good, because it actually makes a difference if you test your FPS only in replay mode. That's what most of these videos do, or in like live mode. That really makes a difference. Even though it's not that much, but it is. Okay. Oh, gnocchi. I also had pasta today. Oh, that sounds really nice. Okay, the setting that I mean is when you go on the graphics. Here I have fiddled a lot with my settings and stuff like hit object, grandstands and crowds. Can always set this to low. Don't see that much of a difference. I have high quality trees turned on. And down here there is this setting, dynamic level of detail. And I've set it like this. So I have locked my FPS to 116 FPS, but when iRacing goes below 114, it lowers the level of detail of the car and the world. You see some like pop-ins and pop-outs, but I think it's much better to have like some fence disappear at the start of the race than to go down like to 58 FPS. And I think I know a lot of people have turned this off because they think, no, it's really bad. But I think it's actually not bad at all. I really like that we have dynamic level of detail in the game. Yeah. You have it locked to 90 FPS. Yeah, I have it locked to 116. Yeah, but I fiddled a lot with my settings. Also, one thing is like when I installed my new graphics card, then you also have to redo your automatic graphics config. Otherwise, you will have not good FPS. No, it doesn't make it lag. It just like changes the level of detail. So when you in the car, like here we don't have any fans here. But it can be like that the Sunoco banner there in the distance can disappear. Or I don't know. I don't think it's really that bad, and I think it's still a lot better than just go down to 60 FPS at the start of every race. Yeah, then I have done something that I copied from Workitized. He has all his settings for all his stuff in a Google Sheet, just screenshots. And at first I also thought, why in a Google Sheet? But it's super nice because you can access it everywhere. And I did the same. Now I have like my OBS settings and iRacing graphic settings in this Google Sheet. And every time I mess something up or I have to, like, I don't know, reset my computer or whatever, I just look it up and dial it in again. So I just can advise you to do this. I know it's a bit of work, but I'm also like setting up my computer once a year usually because I don't want it to be cluttered up with stuff. And yeah, one important thing that someone said in the videos that he didn't have turned this on is where is it? It's on display. NVIDIA simultaneous multi-projection. When you run render scene using free projections, also make sure to turn this on. Because then you actually will not lose any FPS when you're using an NVIDIA graphics card. No, it was even the esports setup, so should I really do this tomorrow? But a 134 seems like a long shot when I'm doing 136s. But maybe it's also not that warm. I always liked this car. It feels very nimble compared to other GTPs. Sometimes a bit too sketchy, but you always can adjust the setup a little bit. Hey Batman, thank you for stopping by. Have a good one. Likewise, likewise. Thank you for tuning in. I'm not sure. It is definitely a bigger challenge than the LMB2. Because of the missing ABS, of course. Thank you, man. Thank you, Batman. I'm not sure. I was thinking of driving GTP because last week there weren't that many LMP2s in Fuji. But I guess here at Daytona every split will be stacked anyway. No, the LMP2 also does have ABS, that's true. Sorry, I was... That was fake news. I don't know, but the GTPs, they feel like more tricky on the brakes for me. No, all good. I just messed it up. Of course, the LMP2 also doesn't have ABS. I don't know, I just have a better feeling on the brakes on the LMP2 car. Maybe I give the prototypes a try. Of course, LMP2 would be the safe choice, but... Oh, lock up again. Sorry, your message was a bit too long. I'll have to look it up in OBS real quick. Oh, it was over on YouTube. Let me check. Ah, okay. So ABS is avoiding that your wheels lock up totally. They still lock up for a fraction of a second. But every time like this ABS system feels like they lock up, it lets go of the brakes again. In iRacing, on cars with ABS, you really should avoid braking into the ABS too much, because it makes you slower overall and also heats up your tires way more than they need to be. In other sims, you can really use the ABS a lot more. But yeah. It just prevents you from locking up and sliding out of the corner straight on a straight path. There we go. My optimum, no, my best lap time is a 1:35 already, so I'm just 1 second off. You're welcome, Joya. Usually when I'm 1 second off the setup builder's lap time, it's fine for like 4K iRating. But I'm not sure if that also holds true for this week. Maybe I'll race the Acura. Come on. But yeah, iRacing graphics settings. There is one video out there. I think it's like almost 1.5 hours, and these guys, they explain every graphic setting, and that's a really good one. There are a lot of them out there that are not so, but and also some, like, when you're like the graphics setup video is 2 years old, you cannot use it anymore because iRacing is always changing stuff. Some some settings are not available anymore. I don't know. Yeah, I always try it out for a long time, do benchmarks, try to get the best performance. Same time, make sure to open up every other program you usually use when you're racing, like Race Labs or Crew Chief, because all of these will cost you tiny bit of FPS, and you get your like the realest number when you have everything running just like would be a real racing situation for you. Because also Race Labs, the more stuff you have open from Race Labs, it also will cost you FPS in the game. I mean, I'm just saying Race Labs because I'm using these overlays, but it's the same for every other overlay app that you might use. Some might use less resources, some might use more. Crew Chief is the app which gives you the in-game spotter. I mean, iRacing has an in-game spotter, but some sims doesn't have that. And Crew Chief can like talk to you and say, hey, car to your right, car to your left, hit next lap and stuff like this. It's really great. I used it for a long time. I still have it installed, but lately I don't really feel the need to turn it on because the iRacing spotter has gotten a lot better. And yeah, you also can set it up so you can talk with Crew Chief. So you can say, hey, change tires or so, and then he prepares you different tires for your next pit stop stuff. I've tried that back then. But then you also have to like set up your microphone, of course, and stuff. So it works, but yeah. And Crew Chief works for a lot of racing games. I think also for the Formula 1 games. Corvette C6. No TC, no ABS. Trying to survive. Oh yeah. Yeah, but that's also a lot of fun, and you gain a lot of car control driving cars without TC and ABS. Okay. Don't race GTPs that often, backmarker Bob. I really haven't raced them since they updated the tires on these cars. But this week I'll maybe do some racing in the Acura. I think I like this car more than the Beamer. Oh! Apex is lava, of course. Ah, you raced the Beamer in a league. Okay. Hard to keep handle on the rear, yeah, that's true. But this was a trait that the car had right from the beginning. I bought the BMW GTP right when it came out because it was the first car that was released in this car class. And it was always a bit tricky to like keep it under control. Corner exits and as well on braking into corners. I don't want to get understeer through the bus stop. I have to keep this in mind. Yeah, true. The Cadillac also has some snappiness. It's bad on tire wear. Oh, really? I mean, I was thinking of getting the Cadillac. But I'm probably gonna race just this week and then I'll be back to my usual race series, so I'm not sure. I should get it. Oh yeah. I'm just starting to lose the car left and right. Oh no! Come on, get it going. Ooh. Off throttle oversteer. I've driven the Cadillac already many times in demo drive because first the sound. Gear pressure always wins. No. It does not. Yeah, but I think I'm still better off racing the Acura than the Beamer around here. I just don't feel the confidence in the Beamer. So don't bin it. I mean, I also binned it now in the Acura. Oop, and same mistake again. Okay. You prefer the Chewbacca noise of the Acura. Yeah. Some people are also saying it sounds like a teapot when you go lift off the throttle in the Acura. Pooh, pooh. 26 laps already. And honestly, I also really like the looks of this car. In my opinion, the Porsche 963s looks a bit boring. And I think also the Beamer looks good, the Acura looks good, and also the Cadillac has its own nice style. Cadillac or bust. No. All good. It has 4 turbos. Ah, okay. Ah. That's why though. There is some blow of noise from the valve. Now this is also probably the GTP I raced the most in the past. Did a whole season in it back then. Yeah, maybe I'll do some racing here with this car tomorrow. But we will find out if I do Porsche Cup first or Daytona. I will be back tomorrow at around lunchtime or like 10 a.m. European time. And then on Thursday again. Sadly, I don't have more time right now to stream, but yeah, it would be nice if you have the time again to check me out how bad I'm really in the GTP this week. And then I'll also do some Porsche Cup. I still want to say thank you once more for everyone who subscribed on YouTube. Really appreciate all of you. If you like the stream, please hit the like button on YouTube. It helps me out a lot. And also thanks to everyone who followed me today on Twitch. And of course, thank you for the nice chat. I always enjoyed so much talking with you guys and having a great time. Yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Who should we raid? Who is online, let's say? Oh, that's also a banger. Let's see who is online. Cutting Corner is online. Emil Bernstoff. Let's raid Tombstone. What is he doing? Oh, he's doing some TCR. What else do we got? Driver is also online. He's doing some Monday Fun Day. Oh, he's racing. Dirt racing. Let's raid Driver. He's a nice guy. All right. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day or evening. And yeah, hope to see you soon. Bye bye. And thank you all for watching.